Trouble, Champ, I'm going to enjoy watching Madam Gut and Filet y'all snitching. And just go ahead and take Goofy back. Cause you goofy too. What's good, y'all? It's your good sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another All the Queensmen video. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss out on any of my All the Queensmen content and conversations. I drop new breakdowns after each new episode, and I got a couple really cool subject videos coming very soon, so you're gonna want to check that out. I also have the 35 new characters that we're going to see in season 4 video up right now. I'll link that in the description box down below so that you can check it out if you have missed it. Now, without further ado, let's get into this mess of an episode, y'all. At this point, I don't even know what show we're watching because All the Queensmen doesn't even feel the same. Yes, Madam still looks just as stunning. Yes, Eva is still dropped in and playing the hell out of Madam. Yes, all of her dialogue is still the same. However, the things that are happening in the episodes, it just feels so far-fetched, like so completely unbelievable. So like, what is actually happening here? You know, like, what's going on? You know, like, I'm obsessed with TikTok, so don't mind me. I don't even know where to begin, but I kind of want to begin with Champ and Trouble snitching ass. I said last episode breakdown that if they actually snitch on Rayshawn, it was going to be me and them forever. I'm on their asses forever because they didn't even put you in an interrogation room. They didn't even put anything on you in front of you, and you're screaming through the damn jailhouse bars, snitching. Do we not know what happened to snitches? And I cannot wait for the ditch that Madam dumped you in. Especially Champ. Trouble might survive it, but Champ gotta go. Champ is a horrible ass influence. Like, and at this point, are y'all making money stripping or are you not? Because if you gotta hit licks and rob people every single week, or try to not rob people every single week, but you need money, like how much money do you need? Trouble talking about, will you see me in this Rolls Royce? Ma'am, you're a stripper. What do you need a Rolls Royce for? Like, I'm just very, very confuddled. And I do believe that we're going to see Rayshawn again. But if y'all ushering Rayshawn back in just to put his ass in jail because Goofy, Tweedledee, and Tweedledoofus put him up to going back over to Miss Tandy's house, he lost his damn mind, had a psychotic break for a second, and decided to get retribution for himself, beat that man within an inch of his life, and then that man died later on. But y'all wanted to go ahead and take it to the next level and try to rob Miss Tandy of all her damn money. He would have never been there if it wasn't for y'all. So the fact that y'all are singing like some goofy ass canaries behind some that you put him up to, a situation that you put him into, just to try to get yourself out of it, like, beef for real. In Trouble, every time you turn around, you're trying to get in Madam's good grace, you're trying to get on the main stage, but this girl, you think that Madam is going to reward a snitch? A coward? A clown? Because that's exactly what you are. I have been disappointed in Trouble before. I have looked at her and said she's annoying, but for the most part, it's pretty much endearing. She's like a little needy puppy that just keeps scurrying behind you, asking for attention, and they cute or whatever. So you just go ahead and give in every now and again. But at this point, this is the point of no return because literally Rayshawn didn't want to do nothing but shake his ass and make some money. He befriended you, Trouble. Y'all actually had a relationship, and now all of a sudden, because you just so damn money hungry, thirsty, and poor, you align with Champ's goofy ass, and now you snitching, robbing Miss Tandy, talking back to Madam, doing a bunch of goofy shit. Like, girl. And at this point, if you a snitch on Rayshawn, you will snitch on anybody. This is exactly why Madam need to keep your ass at arm's length. You don't need to know any more information than what you need to know because they could just slip right out your damn mouth the same way that it slipped right out your mouth while y'all was literally in the bars. Like the fact that this man, they literally stopped the police officer from walking by the jail cell and coughed up all the information. There was not a bit of pressure put on their asses aside from them being put in the damn jail. Y'all ain't have no lawyers. Y'all don't have no nothing. Like, when I tell you, I cannot wait for Madam to find out, and I hope that she scalps y'all's asses right before she kills you because you deserve it. And y'all, I don't care. I don't care what it sounds like. Rayshawn don't need to take the fall for this. Yes, he did it, but by golly, Miss Molly, they shouldn't have put his hands on him. They shouldn't have sodomized that boy. They shouldn't have terrorized that damn boy. That's what happened. It's giving consequences. And I wouldn't even care about Trouble and Champ having no consequences if they would have kept their goofy ass mouth shut. Now, in other news, at the very end of this episode, El Fuego's car blows up after a black van with some dudes dressed in all black like an omen rolls up as he's leaving Eden and decides to beat his ass. Honestly, y'all, the car blowing up is what solidified for me that the concierge has to be behind this hacking. I don't think that it's actually the police. I think that the concierge is literally raging an attack against Madam, but he is moving methodically. He is moving strategically. He is trying to pull at every single string, get into every single crack that's in the foundation of Madam's organization. And while I love El Fuego as a character, he is definitely a crack. Like, sir, why are you telling these men that you trying not to rat on Madam? Like, you trying to hold it down. You trying to stay loyal. Like, did you look Madam in the face and tell her that you don't know if you could do that when she told you to shut the hell up and stay loyal? You like, I don't know if I could do that. You don't know if you could do what? Do you know if you want to still keep breathing? Do you want to still keep walking? Like, El Fuego, I'm going to need you to move with a little bit more sense. And I get that you're not a liar, baby. I get that you love the Lord and all that. But self-preservation is a thing. And you need to go along and get along to make sure that you keep your damn life, sir. Between Madam breathing down your neck, thinking that you about to trade on her so she could ditch you at any moment. And then this outside threat blowing up your damn car, sending you videos of AI versions of you killing people that you never actually killed. Like, you gonna have to get on the good foot and get on the offense, sir, because they are whooping your ass. Both physically and figuratively, and I hate this for you. Now, the concierge is not the only one pulling at the strings and puppeteering things that's going on and laying strategic plans, because in this episode we find out that Madam wants Miss Tandy to take her husband's place in the mayoral race so that she can still have a mayor in her pocket that can get all of these charges dismissed, can get the police off her back, and can do her bidding on a higher level within the city of Atlanta. Now, this is the part where I felt like it was the most unbelievable, because I don't even know if it works like this. Like, one, the timeline is moving very, very quickly, but how realistic is it for the widow of a very questionable mayoral candidate, not even like a former mayor? Like, it's not like he was running for re-election. He wasn't the mayor to begin with, so you don't necessarily have loyalty within the community and the constituency. How realistic is it for that person's wife, who has no political interest, no like any kind of investment in the space? Nobody has seen you in that way. And then also, how much time do you spend at damn Eden and people know and see your ass there tricking off? Like, how realistic is it for her to assume the mayoral position? But child, Madam is gonna make it happen, because her patrons, she gonna tell them to vote for him. She gonna pressure other people, and the DA is also looking to get Miss Tandy into that space as well, which is interesting because it's really set Miss Tandy up to be in a quite compromising predicament, because both Madam and the DA think that they can control Miss Tandy, and they both want to come after each other. So guess what? When Miss Tandy gets the order to now come down hard on Madam, she ain't gonna be able to do it because she's actually, Madam's in her pocket, and then the DA, she ain't gonna be able to compromise her and get rid of her job like Madam want, because of whatever relationship they had, which ultimately I think that Miss Tandy's gonna wind up throwing the DA under the bus, because at the end of the day, the DA is not threatening to kill you. Y'all might not be friends no more. She might compromise you and put out information about things that you don't want to actually publicize. But when you cross Madam, that's your life. It ain't just your reputation. So at the end of the day, Miss Tandy, you better choose well, honey. But it's interesting, like, that is the driving force or thing for Madam in this episode. And while I think we're gonna see Miss Tandy become mayor, I just don't think that it's plausible, and I hate it. Like, it really took me out. Watching Miss Tandy engage with Babyface was really funny. And y'all know I do not like Babyface at all. I think that he's a cruddy Negro, and I don't get the whole sugar baby thing of it all. But the actor who is playing him is dropped the hell in. When Miss Tandy comes back from her meeting with Madam, and he's sitting up there playing a video game, and he looks like a little kept Negro. He has the moments, he like gives her just enough to feel desired, but also he keeps it very transactional, always keeping money at the forefront of the conversation. And I'm just like, women go for this? You talking about increasing this boy's allowance also that you can keep these damn orgasms regular? Girl, you are a fine chocolate woman. I promise you can find some cute good to give you orgasms for free. It ain't gonna cost you a Aston Martin, a Porsche, or your damn couch, so that he can sit his grown ass here and play Xbox while asking you for more money. Like, I want to say know your worth, but also, girl, like, Just stop being dumb. But you know, Miss Tandy is definitely dumb. Fine, but dumb. And like I said, I don't like Babyface, but I am enjoying I'm enjoying watching him play like he care enough to stay in Miss Tandy's good graces, enough to stay her sugar baby. And it's good. It's like something different to see. We have seen the face that's like super confrontational and super jealous and super competitive in the locker room when it comes to Big D and like other people around the club. But to see him be a little bit more soft, see him kind of like giving fake boyfriend steez, I'm like, okay, not there being layers there. Like, why can't you just drop the bullshit and like you and Miss Tandy get into an actual relationship? Why do she gotta pay and front your life? Like, it's one thing to have a woman that supports you during a rough time and you unhoused, like you can move in with your woman. Why you gotta be her sugar baby? But see, I'm asking questions that, you know, I might not get the answers to, because Erica, this is not a life that you understand and or live. So girl, I guess it's just mind your business, because plenty of people do it. And by golly, Miss Molly, do your thing 21. Now, aside from that, y'all, the other big thing that took center stage in this episode is Dom and these goofy Negroes basically fighting for her attention and affection. Dom is going back to Amp. It is literally a matter of time. I do not understand it. I'm not going to say I dislike the Dom character now, but she is pissing me off because I don't think that Amp can come back from all of the things that he did, and I do not understand her animosity for Big D. And she's literally saying that it's, oh, I don't mess with murderers. Meanwhile, you still stuck on stupid over that hung up a woman like she was Christmas lights in a shower. You still hung up on that ran head first into an 18-wheeler to kill his girlfriend, but you don't mess with murderers. Big D is telling you that the man was not even dead that you found, and he is literally jumping over hoops to try to get back in your good graces, and you ain't got no smoke. You paying him dust. Meanwhile, you giving Amp 5 minutes here and there and like looking at his big puppy dog eyes and like, okay, well, I'll swing by. For what? For why? Amp is literally showing you cold-blooded murder and then disrespecting you and paying you dust in the meantime. But Big D fakes like he killed somebody to actually save their damn life, don't have no blood on his hands, it's actually seemingly like a good guy, even though it's a little bit questionable in reference to him snitching. And you want him to play like he's the biggest villain ever, like he might as well be Killmonger. Like, what are we talking about here, Don? You don't make any actual kind of sense. And I'm like, okay, girl, you might be in love with Amp, but then where the hell did the love come from? From him telling his little sob story and then you finding out the damn truth? Because at it, quiet as kept, he's been lying to you this whole entire time. Once you actually found out what happened to his girlfriend and it wasn't an accident, you should have paid him dust then. But then he gets into a space where you communicate to Madam something and she takes it and runs with it because you had no idea about that damn money. You just saw the damn money. And Madam happened to be missing money at the time. You didn't run to Madam and say, Madam, your nephew robbed you and he ain't... Madam did what Madam was going to do. You ain't had no malicious intent or nothing, and that boy has dragged you by your edges for however long it has been. And now all of a sudden, because he fell over, like rolled out the bed, bumped his damn head, and realized that he was a raggedy Negro and decided that I don't want to be a raggedy Negro no more. Now all of a sudden we giving him grace. Now all of a sudden we giving him space. No, pay that goofy ass nigga dust. Go to hell, Amp, quickly. And I'm not even saying that she has to be with Big D, but I just think that her reactions to both men is interesting in how we're seeing it play out in real time. And it is disproportionate. And I can't like respect her in that regard because you're not standing on business. If you don't mess with murderers, then you wouldn't talk to Amp. If you have this big ass problem with Big D, then you would also have this big ass problem with Amp. Because he's literally the boogeyman. Oh, and I also don't want to forget, Madam is working with Detective Davis in this episode. So she starts the episode off paying Davis finally because hello broke ass is running around crying about she don't have no money. Girl, you're also going to jail. Davis, you're going to jail. So Madam, I would be very careful about how involved you get with her, because while I think that yes, she is working with Madam right now and giving Madam information, I do think that the moment that she's able to use any information that she gets on Madam to get herself out of her own bush or get an immunity deal, she will use it. Like, let's be fucking for real. All right, y'all, that's my thoughts and breakdowns for season 3, episode 13 of All the Queen's Men. Let me know what you thought about the episode in the comment section down below. Who do you think is behind the hacking of El Fuego's computer? Do you think that El Fuego is on his way out? Are we about to see him die in this season? Drop your thoughts, theories, and predictions in the comment section down below. It's your good sis, you Let It Talk TV with, and I will have a new All the Queen's Men video tomorrow, so hit that subscribe button so you know the moment that I post it. See you in the next one.